Shout out Beware. What up, though? And it's your favorite Pistons podcast, Pro Wrestling Talk for the Pistons fan. Want to find out more about our show, like where to order our official t-shirt or how to follow us on social media? Visit our Linktree /PWTPF. That's linktr.ee/PWTPF. And thanks to our premier sponsor, ticket-barter.com. See you at the seats. Of course, man. I just got back from the OKC game at LCA at the Pizza Factory. Y'all know when it comes to Pistons games, man, I'm the epitome. I'm the epitome of CP time. I invented colored people time when it comes to Pistons games. Y'all know I stay on the west side. At 7 o'clock, I went and took my kids to Novi Mall. We had to pick up something at Novi Mall. I went and look, I pulled up to the game at halftime. Halftime, no shame. Most of y'all listen to this show, for the most part, like the power listeners, right? They know, like, I didn't go to the podcast seats. I call them Chelsea seats. I call them my wife's seats, right? I went to Chelsea seats, and man, it was a dude in there posted. He was extra comfortable. Extra. I was like, yeah. I was like, these are my seats right here. He was like, oh, yeah, mine are down there. You can go sit there. I'm sorry. Gigawatt, kilowatt, blank. Like, my default when I'm caught off guard, I just be like, nah, I'm straight. I didn't even know what to say. I was just like, nah, I'm straight. Dude next to me bust all out. I was like, I'm straight. He was like, man, I got my pizza all set up. I was like, yeah, man, got your pizza all set up. About tonight, man, Pistons got to stop being sloppy. Stop being so sloppy. It's just that simple. It's that the brain farts, the mental lapses, whatever you want to call it. You just got that gotta, like, it's gonna happen, but you gotta tighten those up. They gotta be fewer and far between. Now, I know some other shows, stats, you know, they came around shooting jumpers off the corner, off the curl, they 29%, you know, but bottom line, they gotta clean it up. They gotta be sharper. I know a lot of people, I know one or two people. I don't talk to two people. I know a whole bunch of people, you know. What kind of sample size you got, brother? But tonight was a popular game to sell because OKC, clearly, you know, championship pedigree, because they had, like, I don't want to say no-name guys out there, but guys that weren't that popular. Like, there was a guy at number 44. I had never seen him play a day in my life. And I watch NBA highlights. You know, you if you participate in the Discord, you know, every morning I'm posting a highlight. I've never seen number 44 ever play in my life. I'm not saying I'm the end-all, be-all for basketball knowledge, but I'm sure somebody going to, how you not know Nikola Topic? Topic, you know, he averaged 40 at triple-double over in high school. You know, somebody knows that. Like, Nikola Topic. People be praying on your downfall. He didn't know Nikola Topic. Yeah, he don't know nothing. He ain't know Nikola Topic. But from a ticket sales perspective, this was definitely one of those, you know how the old saying goes in the South, find a fool, bump his head. If you can sell tickets, sell them. Especially if you're an SGA fan. This is one of those games you gotta be careful, especially on the resale market. Like, I just imagine we still had paper tickets to just be a guy in the corner. Yeah, I got them OKC tickets. He trying to oversell you. You know, OKC. They got Jalen Williams, Chet. They got SGA. And you get mad at them. I just overpaid. I didn't say they was playing. I just said, you know, they were signed to OKC. And now you just stuck. And a lot of people were. I know these went on the resale market. I just paid $100 and Nikola Topic is out there. The Pistons won. But no matter what podcast you listen to, they just gotta stop playing so sloppy. But I know some guy out there, you know, they 3 steals off of, you know. And then I said this in Monday's episode. I know we lost Monday to San Antonio. San Antonio's a good team. Hey, sometimes you gotta tip your cap. San Antonio is a good team. That's just bottom line. I've never been a coach before, you know, so I just say what I would think worked, but it's probably like, yeah, what the hell, you can't do that, man. What's your problem? But beat mother effing beat. I am gonna toot my horn a little bit because Monday I said you gotta get that ball out of Cade's hand. And San Antonio, man, Stephon Castle, man, picked up Cade full court, man. Y'all, that is tiring. If you ever picked up somebody full a one-man press, that's crazy. And he did it, and it worked. That's what I always thought teams should have done to Steph when he was in his prime. I'm like, you gotta pick him up full court. You can't let him get ahead of steam and like step into his jump shot. You gotta pick him up like full court. Back in the day, we used to say, get in his pockets. Get in his pockets. And that's what you gotta do to Cade, because Cade will die. If you give Cade a chance to survey the floor, he gonna find that gap. He like Tom Brady. He like Tom Brady, but can run. Who y'all think got the better vet? San Antonio with Harrison Barnes or Detroit with Tobias Harris? Who y'all got? I was reading on hoopshype.com that I know Jalen Duren is a free agent, but they had the free agents for this year ranked 1 to 100. They had Jalen Duren. I almost said Harrison Barnes. They had Jalen Duren as the number 1 ranked basketball free agent. Period. That's awesome. And don't let him make a deep run in the playoffs. That's his agent is probably like, got it up. Is that the J. Cole? I can't think of the rest. It's too late now because he done went to the All-Star game and everything. But I know Tom Gores is like, put him in some sets to make him look bad. Just a whole game. Just throw away next week's Brooklyn game. Just have him do curl jumpers and curl 3-pointers. That's the set we're gonna keep running. That way when he asks for all that money, Tom Gores gonna be like, you see this 8 times he can't make a curl jumper 3-pointer? Like, we don't need it. Can't give him that much. I know owners and coaches be doing that. Like if a guy about to get paid, let's run some sets. Let's get some footage of him playing bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it was Shaq back in the day. Shaq, we need to run that play where you catch the alley-oop between the legs. Do a Dr. J up and under on the other side of the rim. Also, I read on Hoops Hype via Mark Stein, that Christine Middleton would do a buyout with the Mavs, and the Pistons could be a team that he signs with after he does the buyout. He's just one of my least favorite players, but I mean, you know, hey, 6'7".
This is Brian Shook, a.k.a. Brother Brian, and you are listening to Pro Wrestling Talk for the Pistons fan. You can keep all your high-flying top rope stuff, give me an elbow drop from the middle turnbuckle all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Excellence of execution.
San Antonio was prepared. They took this as a statement game, so I think if Glue Stew even was there, it was what it was, you know. But the good thing about basketball is, like, wins and losses aren't weighted unless, you know, you're preparing for the in-season tournament. So just one loss, you know, all I need is one mic. That's it. The biggest news of the week, you know, Monday Night Raw. I was out of town, but Monday Night Raw, they did the AJ Styles tribute. And then The Undertaker came out. And I was like, are we going to get Cinematic Match Part 2? Are we going to get the second cinematic match between The Undertaker and AJ Styles? Now The Undertaker is like the one-man Hall of Fame induction committee. He's just one man, you know. He put Stephanie McMahon in the Hall of Fame. AJ Styles. You hear that gong? You know, that gong. Me personally, I just like the gong. I don't like the American Bad A. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with it. But this is an alert to every old wrestler. If you lose a match and you hear that gong, you probably going in the Hall of Fame. So don't be bothered. And AJ looked thoroughly shocked. He was, what? I was gonna be on Dynamite this week. What is this guy talking? He probably went back, called Anthony. Yeah, that DocuSign that you sent me. Let's just pretend like that never happened. Okay. Yeah, and Tony be like, okay, all right. Well, if you ever decide, you know, you can always AJ. Undertaker always wearing blue blockers now. Like, can't get fully in the key. Just got some contacts. That ain't the Undertaker I know. The Undertaker I knew didn't come out no blue blockers. Here's their, they appear to be transitional too. Must have messed up his eye when he and Kane got in that funeral home fire. It's still real to me, dang it. I'm gonna try to circle back tomorrow. That's all I got for now, man. I'm about to try to go to bed. Like in the words of my dad, I'm about to crash.